What was that? Excuse me.
Hey!
Who's calling me?
Double cylinder. Whoa! Good. Get the van, get the van.
Brendan James, the guy behind the YouTube channel Brendan Explores, has always been into checking out places most people avoid. He lives for curiosity, a bit of risk, and that rush you get from discovering something new. But in this video, his adventure takes a darker turn. Instead of the usual unknown, he heads to Jaywick, a seaside town that's got a rough reputation, especially after dark. What was supposed to be a simple plan turned into one of the creepiest nights he's ever had.
Hey!
Brendan planned to stealth camp there overnight and carry on in the morning, but what he ran into completely changed how safe he felt while traveling.
I'm very aware that I don't really want anyone to see me logging or setting up camp for the night. We'll go and see what the restrictions are in this parking spot, but I feel a lot safer here than I would have done at St. Christopher's Way. That looked like a bit of a dodgy street, that. First off, let's go and check what the parking restrictions are, see if we can stay around.
As Brendan pulls up, he starts setting up camp, trying to slip back into his usual routine. But something feels off. The silence isn't calm. It's heavy, stretched out, like it's waiting for something to happen. He keeps glancing at the windows, half expecting to see movement. His gut is telling him something's not right, but he pushes it aside and focuses on cooking and getting settled.
When I started cooking dinner, there was a few cars parked around me. There was a van over there. And now I am the only one in this car park, and I wonder why. I'm going to follow my gut instinct. I'm not parking here tonight. Just got a funny feeling about it. And I think when you have that feeling, best thing you can do is move on. Right, okay. I'll look for park for night. Find a lovely little spot that isn't too far from where I am right now, and see if I can get my head down for the night. I don't think I'm going to be able to relax properly.
After giving the area one last look, that uneasy feeling turns into a clear warning in his head. Pack up, move on, find somewhere safer. So he listens and leaves, not realizing that the choice he just made is about to put him in a much worse situation than the tense quiet he felt before.
I think someone's outside the van.
Hey!
As he finally falls asleep, a faint noise wakes him. Footsteps, soft at first, then clearly intentional, right outside the van. His heart races. He freezes as the handle rattles, then jerks hard. Someone is trying to get in. Then glass shatters, tearing through the silence.
Right, whoever has now gone. I'm going to get out of here. Oh my god. Where's my phone?
He steps outside briefly and sees the broken window, proof it wasn't in his head, it was real. He jumps into the driver's seat, starts the engine, and takes off with his heart pounding.
Happened directly after the last clip. Well, to say I was scared, you-know-whatless, would be an understatement. I wasn't exactly concentrating on, should I film this, should I film that, so there wasn't really a lot to film afterwards. I just, quite frankly, just wanted to go home. I was really, yeah, I wasn't in a good mind space. After cleaning a little bit of broken glass from my driver's seat and the dashboard, you'd be surprised how far glass goes when it smashes. I've been finding little bits everywhere, but the van was in no fit state to continue camping in, and nor was my headspace, should we say. So I made the long journey back home, But I eventually got home. I was able to do a makeshift repair on the window for a few hours before it got repaired, and put a couple of bin bags with some masking tape or duct tape or gaffer tape, whatever it is. I personally think they saw the fridge covered up in the front. After trying the side door and seeing that they couldn't get in, obviously the curtains were closed, so they can't see inside, although I did see a couple of flashes of a bit of a torch. But they probably saw inside the front cab, saw the curtain covering this huge box, and I can only assume they thought it was a toolbox or something, and decided to put the window in.
When he finally gets home, the fear hasn't gone away, it's just different. He cleans the broken glass off the floor, but the unease sticks around. A quiet reminder of how close things came to going wrong. Jaywick isn't just another risky spot anymore. It left a mark. Brendan made it through the night and got home safe, but one question still lingers long after the camera cuts. Who was out there watching him in the dark? John, who runs the YouTube channel Exploration Unknown, is known for exploring places most people wouldn't dare step into. This time, he and his friend Brian headed to Cades Cove, a quiet valley tucked inside Tennessee's Great Smoky Mountains National Park. During the day, it's calm and scenic, but at night, it feels completely different. Their plan was simple: spend the night in an old cabin deep in the woods, far from the road. But before they even made it there, the forest made it clear they weren't alone.
Hey guys, we're over here.
John.
There it is again. Shh. I was seriously just got off the bike here. So hang on, let me show you. Okay, so I was literally standing right in here, looking this way, when we heard that years ago. And Brian and I just heard it. I am stunned. I don't know if that audio is caught on. It's further away. But it was definitely the same sound.
Dude, that's terrifying. That almost sounds like,
It sounds like the T-Rex off Jurassic Park.
well, that and what we call it brushy.
Yeah, that's true. It does sound a lot like what we called it, brushy. Come on, do it again. There's something lives close to here. And it's being disturbed when we come here at night.
A deep guttural noise came from the trees, long and low, echoing through the valley with a heavy vibration. John stopped cold.
That's wild. That's scary.
Guys, that expression says it all.
What the hell is that?
The others are howling now. I hope whatever it is back here didn't see us and start calling for help. I'm a little unnerved.
So how bad do we want to see these cabins?
Yeah, for real. The cabin's right there.
Yeah. Problem is, so is whatever that noise was.
Yeah, and Brian describes it. It does sound reptilian. And me and Brian both, one of the passions we share is we grew up in the Appalachia. We grew up in the woods. Like, that we spent our life. We've heard a lot of stuff. And I've never heard, other than this, that sound before.
No, that's wild.
So, yeah, it's gone now. It was further away this time. It was so much closer before. But I'm telling you, man, it puts you on edge. Like, you don't know what that is. And I don't know if it's something you'll see in the day or if you can see it all.
Dude, that was that was a reptilian call. Like,
And I don't know if it's a call for assistance, backup, or if it's a call to warn other creatures. I don't know. I mean, judging that we walked in here, left and went further and came back out and nothing bothered us the last time, hopefully it's something that moves away.
yeah.
But
you got to remember also, you said last time it was closer to you,
yes,
and it made that sound. So it made that sound over there. It might be heading this direction.
that's what I'm hoping it's not. I want to see what it is, but I also do not want to see what it is at the same time.
Dude, like, that's... I mean, I'm convinced.
It was the same noise John had heard here before, and it didn't match any animal he knew. Nothing normal. They stopped for a moment, whispering guesses and trying to make sense of it, but the uneasy feeling only grew, like something out there was already aware of them. Still, they moved on, slowly making their way toward the cabin hidden in the frozen woods.
The cabin looks so ominous coming up. Yeah. Such a heavy layer of frost. I don't know if y'all can see the stars are out bright. See a few of them up there. Yeah, it's back in this area of the woods. Like, it's funny. Anywhere you see like a pathway in, look at these trees that are laid over.
Yeah.
Look at all these uprooted trees laying here. It's like whatever's back here doesn't want people.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. I don't know what it is about that pathway through there.
That's...
Terrifying.
Oh, no.
Did your light just die?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That musky smell.
Yes, sir. And that's fresh.
There's a sandwich?
Yeah.
That's not good.
No.
This one's got upstairs too.
Ahead of them, several trees had been ripped straight out of the ground, roots exposed, and trunks snapped as something massive had pushed through. The ground was torn up, with wild boar tracks everywhere, but the sharp, musky smell hanging in the air didn't match any boar. It was stronger, fresher, and way too close. Suddenly, the cabin didn't feel safe anymore. It felt like a trap. Whatever was out there stayed hidden, but its presence was obvious. After standing there in silence with the woods closing in, they made the only choice that made sense and left. By the time they reached their vehicle, the sounds had stopped, but the silence felt just as wrong. No one knows what was moving through Cade's Cove that night. Some say an animal, maybe a black bear, while others believe it was something that doesn't quite fit into the natural world. In 2014, Sergei, an experienced hunter, headed out alone on a remote expedition deep in the western Sayan Mountains of Siberia, more than 60 miles from the nearest village. One night, while tracking a Manchurian wapiti, he climbed into a tree to wait, completely isolated. That's when things took a terrifying turn.
Смеркается, поэтому заранее нужно посмотреть, где какой пень торчит, запомнить местность. Вон с той стороны, слева от меня, тропа звериная к Талансу тянется. Примерно со стороны избушки. Там избушка заброшенная, уже старая. Вот в этом месте где-то тропа выходит.
Everything was quiet until around 1 a.m. when a strange metallic sound suddenly echoed through the forest.
Твою мать!
Sergei was completely alone in the dense Siberian wilderness, with no villages or camps anywhere nearby. The metallic knocking went on for almost half an hour before turning into something else entirely. Uneasy, he called off the hunt and started heading back to camp. That's when he heard something new, this time much closer.
О, блядь. Тихо, 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 братан. Запыхался нахуй. Тихо. Вот там где-то, блядь. А ну-ка, пошли. Пошли, блядь. Залазь аккуратно. Опа. Опять нахуй. О-о-о-о. Ты чё, блядь?
He heard footsteps, movement, something clearly following him, and it hit him how exposed he really was. Sergei climbed another tree, hoping the height would give him some kind of advantage, but the sounds only got worse. Whatever was stalking him didn't back off. It kept circling, getting closer every time.
Иди вниз, не улети. Тихо. О, блядь.
Sergei shot into the darkness to scare whatever it was away, and in response, a scream echoed back, something that didn't sound fully human or fully animal.
Покажу, блядь, гад. Нет. Фонарь не убирай, нахуй, пусть светит. Херни с батареей, тут до утра недалеко. Вон. Блядь, да их до хера там, ёб твою мать. Тихо, старик. Сейчас я покажу, блядь, гад.
The forest stayed quiet for nearly an hour. Then the sounds came back, louder, closer, and more aggressive. Sergei kept firing into the darkness until, eventually, everything went silent again. Not normal silence, but a heavy, unsettling one that lasted until sunrise. Later in the trip, he found signs that people had once been there. Trees cut for resin and an abandoned camp nearby. Viewers later threw out theories in the comments, from shamans to spirits to Bigfoot, but the truth is still unclear. The disturbing footage comes from Cursed Urban, where Dan camped deep in a remote forest in the USA. The area was isolated and eerily silent, with dense trees surrounding him and every small sound standing out. After setting up a small fire and placing his cameras, Dan expected a normal night of filming, but the forest had other plans. On August 23rd, 2025, what began as an attempt to document the unsettling environment quickly turned into a night filled with terrifying and unexpected encounters.
This forest, because, yeah, I'm not doing good with this fire. Not doing good with this fire at all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This camera is about... Oh, man, why is it... That's weird. That's weird, actually, now that I think about it. I'm just going to let this film until this one cuts out. You'll know. That's weird, though. That it's... Because I had a fresh battery in that. And... Mabel. And the batteries in that camera in particular last for... Shooting 4K, it lasts for, like, a long time. Shooting 1080, like, a super long time. Like, super, super long time. So that's odd that the battery is dying. Something is definitely sapping the energy from it. Without a doubt. But I'm just going to let it go. And we'll just continue with this camera right here. So whenever
The noise was him.
The noise was him.
One of his camera batteries died without warning, even though it had been fully charged, leading him to remark that something seemed to be draining its power. As strange noises echoed around the campsite, a growing sense of unease took hold. Yet he continued recording, determined to document everything that unfolded.
Forest over there. Like a big creature, like, doing that.
Get out.
Get out. Just told me to get out.
The tension intensified when the spirit box suddenly told him to get out, followed by loud clicking sounds coming from the forest. When Dan tried to communicate again using the device, he received a chilling response, Satan. As the clicks and strange noises grew louder, it felt as if something large was moving around the campsite.
Sorry. I just woke up from something. I don't know what it was, but I definitely heard something. Here's the thing, I don't even think I was asleep. It's been... I don't know where my phone's at. It hasn't been that long. I think I was just... Either I was lightly sleeping, or I just started dozing off right now. I just heard something outside of the tent.
Later that night, heavy footsteps circled his tent. His cameras failed again, and the fire burned low. When Dan reviewed the footage, clear footsteps were heard right outside, but no one was seen. By morning, he confirmed the activity lasted all night. Footsteps, drained batteries, and unexplained noises. Though unharmed, the experience left the encounter deeply unsettling. The footage comes from Jasko, who was van camping in a reportedly haunted forest in the USA. Known for its dark history and unexplained activity, the location was visited on April 25, 2025. What was meant to be a simple exploration quickly turned into a night far more frightening than expected.
What's crazy is I turned on the spirit box. It's been rolling since we've been driving from the other location. Hasn't said a thing. Last thing I said was leaving the room, remember? Yep. So... You know, it's crazy we're literally talking about that. Wait, how about this?
Taurus.
Taurus.
Ford Taurus? We said something about a car accident earlier. Maybe we were talking about that.
Okay. I'm gonna try it here. You claim that you saw a figure outside?
Help you.
Help me?
Bro, what are you doing?
Let's try it here.
The van almost didn't start earlier.
Let's give it. Okay, so. Hello, spirits. My name is Yasko.
What is that?
Okay, maybe this is good. So, they claim that, like, if you invite them in and you just sit quietly, you will hear footsteps approaching. You might even hear voices. You might, food for thought, right? So, if you want to come closer and show yourself, please come forward and do so. We mean no harm. Here, can you cut that light? I have an idea.
You're actually insane.
Thank you. I'll turn on this light.
10.
9.
40.
41.
10:40. What is it? 10:40. Wait, what time is it now? 9:53. What's going to happen at 10:40? Can you come to the van? Can you come closer?
What's going on?
Wait, listen.
The forest felt still yet uneasy, with soft rustling and unexplained sounds keeping everyone alert. Each creak of the van deepened the sense of being watched, building tension before what came next.
Wait, footsteps. Footsteps in the leaves.
Oh,
In the
I
leaves.
hear it, bro.
Wait.
That's what I said. Oh. Whistle. Someone's whistling. There's somebody or someone out there.
Spirits.
What was that? Excuse me. It's a growl.
Okay. I swear to God, I thought I just saw something in that side mirror right there.
Oh, that's awesome.
It genuinely looked like there was someone
Someone roaming?
Someone roaming.
Oh. Leaves, the leaves. Crunching.
Yeah. Who's out there?
The grieving soul.
The grieving soul. I'm sorry that you're grieving. Is there any way that we can help you? Do you want us to come outside?
Okay, yeah.
That was a voice. That was a voice. Hello?
The team realized something was trying to communicate with them, though its intent was unknown. The tension spiked when loud bangs hit the van, forcing them to check outside. Fresh handprints had appeared on the windows, marks that hadn't been there moments earlier. Soon after, heavy footsteps paced around the vehicle, accompanied by the sound of metal clinking in the darkness. An unseen presence seemed to circle them, watching and closing in as fear set in.
What was that?
What the? Whoa!
Good? Get in the van, get in the van.
Yo, Chris. What the? Bro, okay. I know this is gonna sound crazy. Does Spear Box say anything or no?
Not a word. Literally not a word. You can check it.
Bro, so on my life, I don't know if it's my eyes playing tricks on me. I was looking around with the flashlight, and I looked down the way we came from. On everything I looked, it looked like there was someone standing in the middle of the road in the distance, and I had to take like a triple look because my eyes are like.
Okay.
Where's my keys? My eyes are like playing tricks on me or something. So.
Wow.
Well, I was right.
What a time.
To be alive.
It was just weird how it is so quiet out here.
Scott.
Was that Scott that I seen or that Chris seen?
If you're actually like staying out here, like it's gotta be so freaking creepy because you just hear the crunching, the voices.
Dude, it could be worse, Chris. We could have the tent tonight.
We talked about it today. I'm glad we decided to go with the van.
Yeah, we were debating. We were like,
But we'd have the Raptor, and that's really fast, so.
It's much faster than this thing. All right, I have a... Scott, was that you that Chris seen in the distance?
He saw.
Scott, do you mean harm?
They withdrew from the location, rattled but safe. The lingering sense of being observed left them unsure of what they had encountered. Even so, they were relieved the footage documented the experience, highlighting the unsettling mysteries that remain in abandoned places. On July 10, 2022, two friends settle into their campsite, a crackling fire glowing at its center as the surrounding wilderness fades into darkness. As night fully envelops the forest, they sit together chatting softly, taking in the stillness and savoring the rare tranquility that comes with being alone in the woods after sunset. A strange, unsettling noise cuts through the quiet night, drifting in from the dark forest around them. He sweeps his flashlight across the trees, but finds nothing, and impulsively chooses to head into the woods to investigate, leaving his friend at the campsite to watch over their gear.
I don't know what that sound is. It sounded canine. I can still see camp from here. I'm gonna check it out. Perhaps an owl? Still don't know what the other one is.
Mark steps beyond the reassuring glow of the fire, his flashlight cutting a narrow path through the dense trees. At first, he tells himself the noise was only an owl, but the unsettling sounds from earlier refuse to fade. Feeling far too unusual to ignore, fueled by curiosity, he continues deeper into the darkness, undeterred by whatever might be lurking ahead. He chooses to head back to camp, his thoughts unsettled and racing as the strange tension of the night lingers. When Mark returns, he and his two friends discuss whether it's wise to stay, and after hearing his account, they agree to remain alert. Though the atmosphere feels heavy and oppressive, they decide to carry on and try to enjoy the evening, pushing aside their unease. What should have been a peaceful night beneath the stars leaves them with more questions than answers, and the quiet that follows the earlier noises brings no reassurance until dawn finally breaks, washing the forest in gentle golden light and offering a momentary sense of relief. Davy's Dash is a Canadian YouTube channel centered on wilderness camping, ultralight backpacking, and solo survival, with much of its content filmed in the remote forests of southern Ontario. On June 7th, 2025, Davy embarked on a solo overnight cowboy camping trip along a river, traveling light and intending to sleep beneath the stars without a tent. What started as a calm and quiet evening in nature quickly escalated into something far more dangerous. Before midnight, he had already settled into his riverside camp, confident the night would pass without incident. With only his pack and bedroll beside him, he expected nothing unusual until the stillness was abruptly broken when he was startled awake by the sound of something moving nearby.
Well, that's where I was sleeping. Until the homeless man with two dogs and steel come walking into my camp about 10 feet away from me while I was sound asleep. Like, thank God I woke up before he actually like started me with those pipes, because I'd be in a hell of a mess. I'd be in a hell of a mess right now. So thankfully I woke up. But where there's one, there's many. All right,
no, you wouldn't. Fair enough. Fair enough.
My apologies.
That's fair enough, mate.
My apologies. I will push on.
I already got a hold of CMP and told them over here and deal with it. Because I'm sick of it, mate.
No, that's the homeless guy. We'll deal with him later. Right now, let's just get out of here. He's all jibbed up or something. And one thing you can't do is trust a jibber. So let's go. I have the burst spray on me. Burst spray on me.
Later, while reflecting on the incident, Davey described just how exposed he felt in that moment. The fear didn't stem solely from the confrontation itself, but from the unsettling realization that others might have been close by, adding an even greater sense of uncertainty to the situation.
It's not out of this motherfucker. But let's just have a seat. Let's just sit and calm down here for a second, because I'm not a person that's easy to calm down. Yes, I know, I got my GPS on, tracker on. I know where I was. I know exactly what I did, and I know exactly what I didn't do that I feel like I should have done, but I didn't. So, anyways, let me get this bag off. Oh, sweetheart, no, you're brand new. I don't want scuffs on you this early in the game. All right, guys, well, there's the bag. There's the bag. Here's me sitting on a bench in the middle of nothing. Oh, coyotes are howling. Do you hear that? All right, I need a second. Wow, I don't know if you can see this in the dark. This looks like there's some critters down in here. Look at this. Well, I think this is home for the night. We'll just come out here just a little bit, give them a little bit of space. And I don't know what these lights are here. I don't know if that's a farm or whatever, but I'm thinking like right here is good. Right here. All right, my friends, well, camp is back set up again. So there's the bag, there's the sleeping setup, and again we have the two tethered together. That knife use if I need it, but again, we're not out here for that. Anyways, there's the camp set up here in this, I know you can't see nothing, but I came back to the tree that is obviously hibernating some critters, you know. So there's the tree, and well, that's where the critters go, down in there. So we're right beside it. That's camp. Still cowboy camping, but now it's, so that incident took place at like 11 o'clock, quarter to 11, and it is now, I don't know what you can see here, almost midnight. So it's time to get a few hours of sleep. Oh, okay. And yeah, so yeah, I've calmed down on that incident. I still, like, inside me, I still think he needs his teeth kicked down his but we've moved on. We're in a better place. At least now I don't have to worry about some guy standing 10 feet away from me with 2 steel pipes, like, you know, like pipe fitting pipes, like for gas lines and stuff, you know, like that black iron pipes. That's what he had, 2 of them, 1 in each hand. So at least now I'm not worried about that. We can sleep peacefully and yeah, just enjoy our night. We just want to sleep outside, man. That's all we're trying to do. We're testing some gear and we just want to be outside.
Recognizing the danger of remaining where he was, Davey silently packed up his gear and relied on his GPS to guide him out of the area. Moving carefully through the darkness with all his belongings, he pressed deeper into the forest in search of safety. It was a nerve-wracking choice, but a necessary one. Any misstep could have turned the encounter into something far more serious. The video comes from Moxley's Paranormal World, where he headed into a remote UK woodland known for stories of child spirits, shadow figures, and other unexplained activity. On January 22nd, 2025, he went in with his torches and paranormal gear, expecting a normal investigation, but the night quickly took a turn. As he pushed deeper into the cold, dense woods, every rustle and faint footstep felt amplified, and while scanning the area, he couldn't shake the feeling that something unseen was watching him from the darkness.
Really don't know how much of a good idea this is. I'm at the top of the hill, starting to feel trapped. I feel like somebody's out here stalking me. There's somebody definitely stood up here. There's somebody stood at the top of the hill looking down, and when I put this on like that, they sculled through. But where did they scull through to? I've seen footprints here, but nobody could get down the sides. What the? That has to be a bird. That better be a bird. Or some animal. Who's back there? Is there somebody back there? I'm not liking this feeling. I'm literally trapped at the top of the hill with a potential person or evil entity, something stalking me. Okay, I could run down that hill, slide, whatever, but I don't fancy it. But if I have to, I will. I'm just getting deeper and deeper into this woodland. I have no idea where I'm going now. Whistling. Yo, who's that? Yo, that's somebody coming towards me. Who's there?
At the top of a hill, Moxley said he felt trapped, convinced something was following him. Footsteps and rustling echoed around him as his torch and laser cut through the trees. While investigating a strange opening, he felt pushed or guided by something unseen. He attempted spirit communication, but the sounds continued, confirming he wasn't alone.
Two separate shadow figures, or people, watching me. But if it was people, wouldn't they shout back to you? Rather than rush to you and nobody's there. Yeah, it looks like it's going down. Let's just hope it doesn't lead into some sort of river at the bottom. That wouldn't be a good idea. Slow and steady wins the race. Who's there? I have to say, Been walking for a good 10-15 minutes and I'm constantly looking over my shoulder because I'm adamant there's something else out here with me. As you can see, it's just me. But I've definitely heard like walking on the tree lines. They're rushing towards me. That was the scariest thing I've ever come across, especially out here doing these ones at night in the middle of a woodland that is reported to be extremely haunted. But look at that moon. It is icy cold. Okay, so I'm just about to walk up here and I just look this side and look at this. Somebody been out here camping. Maybe they've been scared off by whatever's out here. It's been there a few days, if not a bit longer. Wow, that's frozen stiff. Well, that isn't what you want to be finding out here. Could just be as simple as somebody who no longer wanted the tent, so they decided to leave it. Or it could be the case of somebody come out here camping to try and see if they can last the night because of the reports of the hauntings, and they've not had time to take the tent down. Either way, that is creepy. Because I've been out here a good 2.5-3 hours now, and you do get the feeling like you've been watched. There's somebody here. It felt like I was being rushed before, but that's mad.
Soft whistling and distant laughter carried through the trees, adding to the unease. He came across an abandoned tent, hinting that others had left the area in a hurry. The discovery made it clear the forest felt unwelcoming, and before long, Moxley headed back to his car and left. James runs the YouTube channel Under the Weather, where he's become known for attempting what most people wouldn't, spending nights entirely alone in some of the UK's most unsettling forests, calm, seasoned, and rarely disturbed by his surroundings. James is no stranger to isolation. However, during one night deep within a forest locals refer to as Devil's Wood, even he found himself genuinely shaken.
Now I'm losing daylight and I'm in a very precarious place. So I need to try and get some wood, and it's for a fire, but as you can see, there's a lot of wetness around. I'm camped right next to a river. Tent's already up because, as I said, losing daylight. Let's show you the wee tent here. The only flat bit of ground is like this little strip here, which runs along this riverbed right in the middle of the Devil's Wood. Let's see if we can get some lights on the go. Yeah. I mean, if you look up, still daylight outside. Right, let's see if we can get some fire going.
As the light began to fade, James hurried to set up camp beside a quiet stream. He collected firewood, pitched his tent, and started preparing a simple meal. Everything pointed toward a calm, uneventful night until the noises began. At first, it sounded small, like an animal in the underbrush or a stone shifting in the water. Alone in the woods, such noises are easy to dismiss, but this one began to change.
Ow. There will be little animals scratching around, you know, but and also it's when you're staying next to when you're camping right next to a river, stream, whatever it is, you'll hear rocks going through the night, and your brain will tell you, that's someone coming to get you, you know, but it's literally rocks just kind of being pushed down by the weight of the water. So I think, what the hell? Hang on, turn this. I think I just turn this. Hello, is there? Anybody there? Hello?
It grew slower and more deliberate, as if the sound was intentional. James froze, a cold prickle creeping up his spine. He called out into the darkness, hoping to break the tension, but no one answered. Only the soft crackle of the fire and the trees rustling in the wind.
Hello? Hello? Oof. What's that?
He swept his flashlight across the forest, and that's when he saw it, a figure in red, standing motionless between two trees, half hidden in the shadows, and silently watching him. James held his breath, and when he snapped the light back again, the figure had vanished.
Oh! Oh, that's again. I don't think I like the look of that thing, whatever that was. God save me. Right, let's see if we can get across the river without falling in. Oh God.
Shaken, but unable to ignore the encounter, James cautiously left his campsite and ventured into the trees, caught between curiosity and fear. Nothing revealed itself. The woods had completely reclaimed whatever he'd seen. He eventually returned to camp, though he barely slept, with every sound and movement making him feel watched. As soon as morning arrived, he packed up in a hurry and got out of Devil's Wood. Exploring with Bear is a channel focused on expeditions into remote mountain regions in search of cryptids and unexplained activity. On March 26, 2025, Bear and his team ventured into a rugged gorge marked by caves, sheer rock walls, and a thundering waterfall. What started as a standard exploration soon took a deeply unsettling turn.
Was it big? What'd you see? Was it tall?
It wasn't big, it was like JJ size.
JJ size? That's an odd size. I don't. Right behind us. That is a weird noise too. Yeah. Coming from like the right. Whoa. That's like a freaking vortex just opened up or something. That was a. Where was that coming from? It was like right over there. Like that was like a vortex portal type woo 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 something. Man, I think we should get out of the gorge. Like I feel like we're sort of like bait right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got that bait feel right now. All right, we gotta start climbing.
As they make their way through the gorge, the crew catches sight of a strange figure darting between the trees. The cliffs seem to amplify every sound. Quick, unnatural movements, accompanied by faint whistles, low growls, and what one member describes as a swirling, vortex-like noise. Growing increasingly tense, the team advances carefully, gripped by the sensation that the gorge is closing in around them.
It's like...
Some keep ducking behind the trees.
Oh, why is it a picture right there?
Oh, a pencil.
The pencil sitting in there.
Definitely an odd spot for a pencil.
Like those two bullets.
Good eye, Jakey.
Wait, that moved. Erratic, but ooh, that was a big spider I just saw right there.
Did he? Was he coming towards your finger? He heard like the vibration.
He went back there.
He's like, lunch. I'm telling you, there's giant spiders out here. Especially in the caves. Oh, dude, eyes. Right back there. It was just moving too. It's red eyes. Dude, those are red eyes. You don't see them? They're gone. Hold on. Let's move up a little more. Let's keep moving. Those were red eyes. I got a good look at them too, man. And those suckers went red. I don't know if that came up on camera. I could see it with my eyes though. That's creepy. That's the way we have to go right now. I don't know what has red eyes. Those are reflectors there. That's not what I'm talking about. I see two reflectors. That's not what I was talking about. Back this way, there was two red eyes. And I even seen them move.
Oh, they do that thing I saw?
Man, and then I sort of feel like it was trying not to be seen, like it noticed, it got noticed. Type of thing. Where? That's the area I'm talking about. What does it look like?
It looks like a head and a torso.
Oh my goodness. What in the heck is that, man? I see exactly what you're talking about. That gave me the frickin' chills, man. And there's red eyes back there. Where'd they go?
Then, glowing red eyes emerge from the darkness. Shapes move with intent through the trees, paired with unsettling moans, deep growls, and faint whispers caught on camera. Clearly shaken, Bear admits that he has no explanation, saying he can't think of any known animal that would have red eyes like that.
Oh, it's the tree. It's the tree snake.
I'm telling you though, man, keep your eyes peeled for red eyes. Is that growling? Did you just hear like growling?
No. We gotta go. We gotta go right now.
I feel like we should. I don't know what has red eyes, man. Those eyes really got me freaking spooked right now. I've seen a red ball of light. Oh, what is it? Those were deluxe red eyeballs. Man, what has that? I can't think of an animal that has red eyes. Can you?
No.
I'm freaking nervous about even... I'm going to be really happy when we're back to the truck. Oh. Did you hear that?
That's up here.
You seen the red eyes?
That's all right there. Right there.
I'm telling you, yeah. We gotta... What was that humming? Something made a big deep something right now. A minute ago. I hear like this moan. Or something. Oh. Man, this sucks. Red eyes. Look. Oh, shh. Why isn't my hat pulled up? It didn't even matter by the waterfalls. Oh, wait a minute. No way. It's on this side of the hill now. It was over there. Okay, come on. It's over here now. Man, we're just getting closer to it is all we're doing. You know?
It's the way to get out.
I know it's the way out, but it just sucks that it's... I know. Ooh, it was pretty deep in there. Man, we're hauling. We're hauling. That doesn't look welcoming, even looking at it.
It was probably like the reason I was down was for it to chase us, so we can't get out.
The group carefully pulls back toward their truck, every movement measured and tense. From the darkness, the red eyes remain fixed on them, repositioning with each step as heavy vibrations and low, guttural sounds echo through the gorge. The route feels never-ending, with each bend bringing a sense of looming danger. When they finally make it to the truck, they are exhausted, shaken, and deeply relieved to leave. The experience stays with them. What they encountered was not simply wildlife, but something unfamiliar, lurking in the mountains. Exploring with Owen is a channel dedicated to exploring abandoned, remote, and unusual locations, blending outdoor adventure with elements of suspense and the paranormal. On August 3rd, 2025, Owen returned to a secluded woodland area he had explored in the past. What was meant to be a straightforward camping trip quickly evolved into one of the most unsettling nights he had ever spent outdoors.
We are currently driving down to the woods that I recently went to for a Rando Nautica video. If you haven't seen that video, click up in the top corner of the screen. It was an insane video. But today we're going to be spending the night out there. So I have my tent, we have our sleeping bags and everything. And
fasten your seatbelt.
So right now we're going to go set up everything and come back later when it's closer to dark because it's currently 6 o'clock. So we still have a few hours of daylight. Right here's the entrance of the woods. Dude, this is bringing back nostalgia. Haven wasn't there. I went alone, but this is actually kind of crazy to be back. All right, this is really good. All right, guys, right here is that first wooden shed. It's kind of wild to be back because last time it was winter, and as you can see, it's completely overgrown now. Vibes are still kind of creepy, though, either way. Right here is all like the appliances that for some reason are just back here. We got Haven up there. He's carrying the tent. Shout out him. And we're currently just looking for a spot to set up. I know over this way, there's like some opening, like a field.
A giant, like,
Yeah, there's like a big drop off over there. We'll have to maybe check that out later. Here's that boat that I checked out. And bro, you would not believe me. I'll have to show you the video. I was about like right here and I heard like a giant snap and then somebody ran across.
Really?
Like, yeah, like a person. They ran across.
There's like no grass out there.
Oh yeah, there isn't any. This is actually perfect.
Wait, I say we go all the way down.
Yeah, to a more like covered area. Because right here is like kind of exposed to the sky. I want to be in like a decently covered area. Maybe something with a little grass though. I don't know if I want to be sleeping on dirt.
I think there's a good spot all the way down here at the end of this like dirt section.
Yeah, I see over there. It looks like a decently flat area. Down there, there's like some sort of downed tree or something. So I'll pick up the camera when we get there. Guys, me and Haven were just talking and we were thinking about going completely off the path and like completely immersing ourselves into the wilderness.
Yo, there's like a mini path right here. Nobody goes back here.
Really? Maybe like a deer trail or something. Oh, really? Could be like an old logging trail maybe from like way back in the day. All right, we made it to the end of this. This entire thing is completely dirt for some reason. My grandparents own this land, so maybe they're doing something back here. He said he found a good area, maybe. Oh yeah, this is actually nice, bro. There's not like a lot of growth. This reminds me of the forest that I camped alone in, and like there was footsteps outside of my tent. Hello? This actually reminds me a lot of that. Man, it's so peaceful out here though.
The forest feels silent, isolated, and unnervingly eerie as they finish setting up camp with the tent pitched and sleeping bags laid out. The heavy stillness of the woods already suggests that the night ahead will be anything but ordinary.
Vegetation, so probably a lower risk of like bugs and stuff like that, ticks, spiders.
I feel like there's no bugs back here.
Not really, to be honest.
All right, let's set it up.
All right, we're gonna set up the tent.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, and just like that, 2 seconds later, we have our complete tent. Now we have to go back to the car, unfortunately, and get all of our other supplies because this is all we brought with us. So we have sleeping bags, pillows, lanterns and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna have to go get those right now. All right, guys, we are currently blowing up the air mattress. We just did another trip back to the car and got the rest of our stuff. So yeah, we're kind of just chilling right now, getting everything set up for the night. All right, guys, we just got everything set up in our tent. We're gonna go eat dinner and come back later. Guys, we just heard some weird voices. They were literally coming from 2 different ways. There was one coming this way and one that way. I don't get it. They just went away. That was really weird though. They were like way off in the distance. It was like screaming.
Sounds like kids almost.
It did kind of sound like kids. This is not the way we went. Oh, giant spider web. Alright, guys, we're now on our way back to the forest. We just had dinner. We also got some supplies that we're gonna need for the overnight, like food and water and things of that sort. So yeah, we're almost to the forest now. We're about to go back in. Dude, we just heard like a yell over there and like a giant boom. It was like boom. I don't know if it's fireworks or something. It's 5th of July. I don't know, that was weird.
Dude, this path is so creepy.
I know, it's even dark with a flashlight. Over here's that truck that we explored. I did. But not too much, I guess.
Yo. It's like a deep rumble.
Yeah, well, it was like a boom, like off in the distance.
Something, it's like or fireworks.
I'd assume probably fireworks, but you never know.
It's like a 50-50.
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh man, it's like lighter now because look.
We still got a ways to go on this path.
It's super far.
We are literally out in the middle of nowhere. It's insane. This is like a food plot thing. It's not even a road.
Food plot, but off like where we are, it's literally the middle of the woods. Like there's no anything.
Yeah, it's insane. Yo. It sounded like a howl.
It's like a.
Yeah.
It's like there's no anything.
Yeah, it's insane. Alright, so we got to the end of this dirt path and
there's 3 ways. I'm pretty sure it's this way.
It is.
It is?
Yeah. It's insane. Middle of nowhere. This is so creepy. This is gonna be insane when it's pitch black out.
I know. We're gonna have to get a better flashlight out.
This forest looks so mythical.
It does. Did you hear that?
No.
It sounded like something falling onto the grass. It was like a big branch falling. It was like a
weird. I can hear voices, bro.
I can too. There's houses in the distance. Listen. Is that a campfire?
Yo, it sounds like a campfire.
Guys, we're gonna try to make our way closer to whatever that noise is. It sounds like somebody breaking brush, but like constant. It's weird and it's really loud. Like I can tell it's far away, but it's really loud.
I feel like if they knew we were here, they'd probably investigate.
So we're not trying to be too loud because if they hear us, they're gonna come investigate. It sounds like it's right there.
We should go look, Loki.
I don't see any light though. Wait, let me turn the light on. What is that? Dude, that's so loud.
Alright, let's just go to the tent.
Alright, so I have one of these lanterns where you just pull it out and it turns on. So this is actually really bright. I think this will be fine.
So, the game plan is the people making noise out there, we're gonna... As darkness settles in, the forest seems to come alive. Distant screams ring out from several directions, followed by deep rumbles and sudden booming sounds that feel distinctly unnatural. Moving forward with caution, they come upon a massive fire, flames rising nearly 10 feet high, concealed within the undergrowth. Keeping their distance, they carefully navigate through the mud, watching the blaze from afar.
See them, because it sounds like they're making a fire, so we're gonna be like super stealthy, and we're gonna see if we can see them.
See what they're up to.
Yeah, see what they're up to.
Let's do it.
But we gotta be quiet because they could probably like call the police or something. All right, let's do it.
Alright guys, you can't see anything, but we just made it out of the tent. It is now pitch black. Right there's the tent. I don't know if you probably can't see it. I can barely see it with my own eyes. But we're gonna slowly make our way over. We actually do see fire through the trees, and we'll keep you guys updated. Guys, as you can see, there's the fire directly that way.
Gotta be so cool.
Yeah. Even the stick snaps, bro. It's gonna be risky. Guys, we're getting closer. You can see the fire pit. That is a massive fire. Get closer. Yeah, let's get closer. Guys, we just got a little bit closer, and you can actually see really good from here. Let me zoom in. Look at that. That's actually wild how close we are. This is an insane side mission, though. Alright, guys, this is the closest we're gonna get because all of this is just completely mucky. It's literally all mud. But I'm gonna zoom in right now. It is actually like a 10-foot tall fire. It's really hard to see though. We're like maybe 100 feet from the tree line. Alright guys, the fire is literally right there still. But I don't even care. I'm using my big light because I am sick of using my phone screen for light and not being able to see anything. I think our tent is this way.
Oh, right there.
Oh yeah, it is right there. Okay, good.
We went like nowhere.
I know, we were moving so slow.
Should I do a goofy voice like SpongeBob? Like, wow.
Yeah, do it. Wait, we gotta wait till the car goes by. Go for it.
Ready?
Bow wow wow wow.
Turn it off, turn it off.
Yeah.
No reaction. Maybe they went inside or something. I don't hear any voices. Alright, let's go back to the tent. Guys, we have a couple more little challenges left for the video, so stay tuned. This is gonna be sick. And we're gonna keep exploring at night, some other places, like maybe the sheds. Who knows? I heard rustling over there. I thought I was joking.
Yo, what is it?
Probably like a squirrel or something.
No, it sounded big.
You think?
Yes. Dude, it sounded like a deer, bro. It was like... Psh, 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 psh.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever it was big, bro.
What was that? No, actually, what?
What could the...
It's like exhaling.
What could the... Should we check it out?
Dude, I don't want to... What can make that noise? It's like exhaling like a... Genuinely, what was that? It did it twice. You have your pepper spray, right?
No.
Dude, I'm actually scared now. Should we check it out? Genuinely, like any possibility, what could that have been?
It sounded like a bird.
Yeah, but you heard it on the ground.
Once they return to camp, the strain only intensifies. Footsteps rustle nearby, labored breaths echo in the darkness, and shadows shift around the tent. Someone cracks a joke about a skinwalker, but the fear beneath the humor is genuine. Something seems to be lurking just beyond the tree line, and the forest feels restless with unseen presence. When morning finally arrives, the woods are quiet again. They break camp and reflect on what happened, finding no real answers, only an unsettling feeling that lingers long after they leave. The footage originates from Cursed Urban, a US-based YouTube channel known for paranormal investigations, abandoned sites, and unsettling urban legends. On September 16th, 2025, the investigator ventured into a dense forest in Illinois. What started as a calm walk through open fields and scattered clearings gradually transformed into one of the most disturbing nights he had ever experienced.
Hey, please do so using the device that I have in my hand, and we'll go from there. If not, it's completely okay. And please feel free to ask me some questions as well. So first response we got is family.
Frank.
Frank. Okay, am I communicating with Frank? What is this up here? What is this out here? It's like, is it a lake or something? It's like a clearing. Clearing with some more paths.
The rumors are false.
The rumors are false. Oh wow. Yeah, this is Illinois for you guys. This is what I was talking about. Fields and cornfields. This is exactly what I was talking about. Fields and cornfields as far as the eye can see. Nice view though. Really nice view up here. But let me check the map again. I might be going in the wrong direction. Yeah, I might be going in the wrong direction. I might need to go back the other way. I'm getting spanked by these mosquitoes right now. Yeah, we're going back the other way, guys. There's nothing here. It just leads to more and more fields, so we're going to head back. And I'm going to check out the other section of the forest that I originally planned on before I got. So before I let myself get misdirected over here in search of more fruitful, or in search of greener pastures, which I did find the greener pastures, but I don't like them. I want to find the darker, more shadowy pastures, so I'm going to head back the other way. Alright, I am going to cut through.
As he moved along the forest trails, he struggled through thick swarms of mosquitoes and became increasingly aware of just how isolated the area was. Soon, he began to hear faint footsteps that seemed to match his own pace, followed by the unmistakable smell of bug spray lingering in the air. Although no one else could be seen, these subtle signs made it clear he wasn't alone, and a deep sense of unease started to settle in.
Like far behind me, and then whenever I heard them, I would stop, and it would stop. I backtracked a little bit, and I didn't see anybody, and I kept walking, and then they would keep walking. I don't know if it's my imagination, but here's the thing. When I backtracked, I smelled that same bug spray smell, but I did not see anybody, so I don't know. I don't know, but I'm going to I'm definitely going to see if this way is a shortcut up here. Whoa, wait a second. Dude, I just saw a light. I just saw a flashlight through the trees. I definitely just saw a flashlight through the trees. Yeah. Oh, there it is right there. You guys see that? Right. And they're not moving. And they just shut it off when I turn my, hello? Hello? I'm just hiking. How you doing? Dude, that's scary. I don't like that. I don't like that. I saw their light and they turned off. Then they turned it on again. And then I turned mine on and they shut theirs off and they are not.
Moments later, a beam of light sliced through the trees. The unseen figure seemed to respond to his own flashlight, flicking their light on and off in return, yet never calling out or stepping closer, deepening the tension in the darkness.
See their eyes shining right there? Yeah, there's deer out there just oh, there's more in the back. See, there's those two. And then to the right of them, oh, there's more. Oh, wow. Look at them all. There's 4, 5. Oh, they're running now. No, they're still standing there. Dude, that's creepy. Honestly, that's like super creepy. They're just standing there staring at me. Their reflective eyes in the dark. Maybe they're not deer. Alright. Oh, man. So this is getting rough. See all these bugs? Yeah, this is pretty bad. I'm gonna have to switch to a color that bugs like a little bit less. Apparently they like blue. Alright. You like blue? What about let's try do you guys like teal? Alright, apparently they like teal. Let's keep going. You guys like green? You guys like green? Yeah, you're still attracted to green. Maybe I gotta do that ugly yellow. The ugly yellow seems to work. Like those ugly, I say ugly yellow because it's like, oh yeah, that works pretty well. I mean, there's still some here, but it's like the old yellow lamps. Look at me. Look like I have jaundice. It's like those old yellow lamps, like they used to have like on your porches and stuff to keep the bugs away. Yeah, that's it. I got one straight in the eye. Okay, that's not helping either. So what we're gonna do, I'm actually gonna set up my tripod. We're gonna set the camera down and I am going to just have this up. What about orange? Do you guys like orange? Orange seems to be working the best. Yeah, it seems like they don't like.
At a nearby bridge, he decided to try a spirit communication app, but the atmosphere only grew stranger. Wildlife began behaving oddly around him, with reflective eyes shining from the darkness and unfamiliar sounds drifting through the trees. Then the situation took an even more disturbing turn when the app produced responses that mentioned names of people he personally knew, transforming the encounter into something deeply unsettling and uncomfortably personal.
Dude, I just saw. Yeah, there it is. Guys, you see that? Dude, there's somebody by my car right now. You see that? Okay. Yeah, I'm getting out of here, dude. Hello? No, there's somebody just by my car, guys. For real, I'm not even joking with you. There was somebody right by my car. I just saw that light again. Same one. Same exact light. Hello? Somebody there? Is someone there? Yeah, alright, I'm getting out of here. I'm cutting the night short. Dude, there's somebody out here who's shining their light, looking around my car, and not responding to me. Screw this. Screw this.
The situation reached its breaking point when he noticed someone standing near his parked car, quietly sweeping a light across the area as though observing him. Unsure of who they were or what they wanted, and unwilling to gamble with his safety, he decided to end the investigation and leave immediately. The unsettling footage comes from Night Encounters, a US-based YouTube channel that captures late-night supernatural and unexplained events. Their investigations emphasize real-time reactions to eerie noises, strange glitches, and deeply unsettling environments. On July 27, 2023, the team ventured into a reportedly haunted forest where they set up camp for the night.
It's like somewhere there.
Yeah, as you can see, there's a big road going that way. And the road just ends over here.
Yeah, it's just like a forest area now.
Yeah.
Remember when we went there last time? What happened, bro?
Yeah, dude, I don't really wanna remember that.
Bro, there's a flashlight. Look. Where's that lamppost? Well.
Is that like, I don't know, is
But
that
it's
like
blurring.
a fence or something there?
Oh, wait. Oh, dude.
What?
There's somebody there.
Actually?
Yeah. Bro. Oh, I think somebody's walking.
We can flash.
Somebody's walking there, bro. Bro, I swear. I saw somebody. No, I swear I heard somebody.
Wait.
Like right there, like walking. Oh no.
Dude, don't play.
Bro, no, I'm not playing, bro. I swear, every time something I say, it's like 100%
Okay.
real. But the camera, it's so blurry right now.
Gotta do this. Dude, I remember this place being like super creepy because there was a trash bag or something there.
Yeah, and then we heard like laughing.
Yeah, exactly.
Not again this year, bro.
Do you hear that?
Like.
Yeah,
Oh, bro. What was that? No, what's that?
What?
Bro, like snake hissing or something. I don't know. Like right there.
Can't tell if it's a bird or not, but it's like nighttime, so why would there be like birds or something?
Boy, I haven't heard a bird in like an hour, I swear. This place always creeps me out.
Let's try and keep going. I want to like something to happen for the video.
Yeah, but
again,
not something so crazy that we freaking, you know.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, we're actually out here.
Bro.
Turn it off. Wait. Noise came from there.
It's bro.
It could be the water. We're like right near a lake. There's like 50 meters and there's a lake.
I don't wanna be here,
There's
bro.
a grill. Someone has been grilling here. Wait, show this place. Yeah, there's a campfire place.
Somebody's calling me.
Oh, what the? Oh! Dude. Oh, that was someone there. Dude, wait, there's a turn off the... Oh, God. What the hell out there? Wait, stay here. Dude, there's a damn bike. Wait, give me it.
What the?
Get the bike stopped.
What's the bike stop?
As darkness settled in, the team made their way along a rarely traveled road that led deeper into the forest. Almost immediately, the mood changed as unsettling sounds echoed from all directions. Laughter, hissing, shuffling, and even what resembled a bicycle approaching, though no rider was ever seen. At the same time, their cameras began to malfunction, glitching and fogging without explanation, which only intensified the tension. Unsure whether to continue or turn back, the group paused to debate their next move as the sense of unease continued to build.
We'll just walk for a little bit, okay?
Right. That's so creepy, bro.
Of course, you know what we'll do actually?
What?
Let's just, since it is already, it's 3:09, we just go, we'll do tag, or slash the devil's hide and seek. At 3 AM, pick up the camera. We'll pick up the camera when we find a spot we started at. So yeah, see you then.
Yep.
Okay. Pretty much, we start the ritual now.
Found the place, so.
Yeah, it's 3:19 actually. We were running around there because we saw some weird guys near the water.
Bro.
So yeah, that like creeped us really out. But pretty much, we're gonna do the ritual called Devil's
Tag, bro.
Devil's Tag, or the Devil's Hide and Seek. Pretty much it works like this. We have to find a home place somewhere that we could like return to in case anything goes like super bad. We're gonna choose this tree over here.
Yep.
As you can see.
Looks like the devil's tree, man. Like
Yeah,
we only have
it's
it
really
near the
creepy.
house.
Yeah, exactly. So now pretty much gonna put our hands on the tree, gonna say some words, and then we'll have a countdown of how much?
60.
Let's do 60 seconds, okay? So we have 1 minute to hide. I think we'll go somewhere into the woods.
Yeah, like there.
And then creepy stuff should basically happen. And to end this ritual, we have to come back here, put our hand on the tree, and yell safe, then do another chant, okay? So yeah, let me pull out the chant in it real quick.
Around 3 AM, they chose to attempt a ritual-style game known as Devil's Hide and Seek. A marked tree served as their designated safe point as the participants dispersed into the surrounding woods. Strange sounds persisted all around them, and the forest felt charged with unseen movement just beyond their view. Although nothing fully revealed itself, the rising tension, fear, and visible anxiety quickly transformed the game into a deeply unsettling ordeal. In the end, the team departed shaken but unharmed. The unsettling footage comes from Natalie Outdoors NMI, a channel focused on solo wild camping in remote coastal locations. In this episode, Natalie sets up camp near cliffs and the shoreline, where unexpected visitors and a rising tide turn a calm night into chaos. Arriving on August 24th, 2025, she begins filming the area while staying alert to changing conditions and the risk of unwelcome company nearby.
Spicy. My mouth is burnt clean off me, but yeah, so good.
After finishing dinner, Natalie reflects on the night, noting that the location is extremely remote and the possibility of unexpected visitors is always a concern.
So there was a group of 4 people coming towards the tent. I realised it was 4 teenage boys, and you could hear them whispering and getting on. I ended up poking my head out and saying hello, and they headed up the hill to the cliffs behind me. Now up that way it's access to a farm. So
Natalie thinks they might be locals, particularly after seeing them move into a restricted area. She starts to feel the night won't stay calm and questions whether they, or even the authorities, might come back.
the sea was sounding suspiciously close to the tent. I had to get up and look out. I did check the tide times before I came, but I don't know if it reaches here. I'm hoping not. There's another hour and a half till full high tide, and it's, I wouldn't say it's close, but it is close. It's not like about to touch my tent, but there's another hour or more of growing time. It definitely sounds like there's water out there. The water was down there and that way earlier, not up there. There was grass.
Later, a new concern arises when Natalie sees the sea creeping dangerously close to her tent. She checks the tide times, unsettled by how fast the water has come in. By morning, the tide has gone out and no police appear. After a wet, windy night, she wakes to calmer conditions, packs up, and reflects on how unpredictable coastal wild camping can be. Wandering Simon is a UK-based YouTube creator known for solo wild camping, hiking, and exploring remote locations throughout Scotland. His content emphasizes atmosphere over action, focusing on weather, mood, gear, and the quiet, often solitary challenges of life outdoors, capturing immersive moments rather than high-energy thrills. On December 19th, 2024, Simon found himself at Harlaw Reservoir, just outside Edinburgh, setting the stage for a cold and contemplative night in the wilderness.
Got myself some coffee. I'm heating up more water for my cup noodles. I don't feel it today, to be honest. For some reason I set up my whole thing. And I'm just not feeling relaxed. I'm hoping this will pass and I'll stay the night, but it's possible that I'll eat, spend a few hours, and then head back home, because there is no point for me to stay if I'm not enjoying it as much. And I'm trying to figure out what it is that makes me feel like this today. Is it the weather? It's very gloomy today. It's just, there is no sun, there is no clouds, it's just grey. There is no wind, which is great. And the place, it's a very nice place, but you can definitely tell that people have been coming here. There is a little bit of rubbish here and there. There is some sort of a smell that I can't put my finger on, but it's not a pleasant smell. It just feels like a place where people go to get drunk, set up fire, and then leave the mess behind them. I'm not super happy about the location of my camp. Some people are already past me, and it's just not something
It's just, I don't know if you can hear those shouts and noises, and I think there's a dog taking a bath in the reservoir.
Simon arrived at the reservoir equipped with his new One Tigris gear, but from the outset, something about the place felt off. The sky hung low and gray, the ground was damp underfoot, and the overall mood was muted and uneasy. Despite the setting, the area wasn't truly isolated. Voices drifted through the trees, footsteps echoed along the path, and dog walkers passed nearby, preventing the sense of solitude he had expected.
But I can tell you what I think about the chair. I like it. It's nice. Am I still recording? Yes. It's a really nice chair. This is exactly what I wanted. I just hope it will hold my weight. Hiya. So someone just passed me by with dogs. I says hi, and they don't say anything. Strange.
While he was cooking, the tension escalated when a passerby with dogs walked directly through his campsite. Simon greeted them, but they offered no reply, their silence feeling strangely purposeful. Combined with the uneasy atmosphere and repeated interruptions, the encounter pushed Simon to pack up and abandon his initial setup. The next day, he returned to the reservoir and chose a quieter, more familiar location. The setting felt calmer, the mood noticeably lighter, and he was finally able to cook, relax, and settle in for the night. Still, a sense of unease lingered, especially when distant figures shone lights toward his camp, putting him back on edge. What was meant to be a simple test of the new gear instead became a reminder of how quickly wild camping can become unsettling. Meet Franco, the guy behind the YouTube channel Franco TV. He's known for going into places most people wouldn't touch, haunted spots, restricted areas, and locations with a bad reputation. His videos are raw and up close, putting viewers right in the moment. But in one forest in Argentina, Franco and his friend Claudio found out that some places really aren't meant to be explored. On a hot, humid night, Franco went back to a forest known for witchcraft, eerie rituals, and a lot of missing person cases. With Claudio watching his back, they planned to stay there all night, not knowing what they were about to run into.
With Claudio, ¿qué tal? Right now we're going to be going into the forest and we're going to be going deeper into there. I just waited for him to get back, but it is starting to get nightfall and the time is now 5:52. On top of that, we also found out that there's a bunch of missing people that go on missing through this whole forest.
As night set in, they got to work right away. It didn't take long to find signs of how dangerous the forest really was, including a huge, deep pit hidden just off the path, an easy trap for anyone who didn't know it was there.
Wow, that's dangerous. Déjame ver por aquí, atrás. The thing is, that's kind of dangerous because at the same time, at night, I probably wouldn't have seen that. I could probably slip in there and fall. But I don't know what that's connected to. So a lot of this just goes to show you that the forest just keeps going on and on.
Their talk shifted to the darker local rumors that some of the missing people may have been used in ritual sacrifices. It was a chilling thought and set an ominous tone for the rest of the night.
He was telling me a little bit more about the things that he was finding out about this place as far as missing people go. they are skeptical and thinking that maybe it could have been, what do you call that? They probably used people for like sacrificial stuff. And that's probably why they went missing. This is more like a missing 411 kind of location.
As they went deeper into the forest, signs of people became stranger and more frequent. Abandoned bags, old shoes, even underwear hanging from a tree. The sounds around them changed too, with distant voices and a loud bang echoing through the woods, making it clear they weren't alone. Franco decided to head down a long, narrow trail by himself, while Claudio took a short break. The farther he went, the more the forest seemed to close in. That's when he saw it. A large black figure moving quickly through the trees before vanishing. Shaken, he couldn't tell if it was a person or something else. Not long after, the forest showed its true side when they came across something surreal. A perfectly built concrete staircase standing alone in the woods, leading nowhere.
Holy, look what I finally found. I don't know if you guys ever read Reddit stories about creepy stuff, but there's stories about staircases that are found in the woods and you're not supposed to go near them. And if you see the staircases, you are to walk away because weird things will start happening. Could put you in a different place or something. But look at this. This looks like it was just teleported here in the middle of the forest.
Soon after, they found something even more unsettling, the Virgin Mary shrine that had first led Franco to this forest. Taking a closer look, they noticed offerings, cash, and obvious signs of witchcraft, including feathers tightly tied with a string inside a cup.
And then you got this weird stuff. Look at this. There's like feathers. So there's feathers in this cup, and then right inside there is wrapped with string and rope. That could be witchcraft. Could very well be, but this is where they do a lot of sacrifices, is right here.
The air felt heavier, and nearby twigs snapping made it clear they'd been noticed. As full darkness set in, they lit a small fire, hoping it would keep the mosquitoes, and maybe something else, away. Instead, it felt like the fire only drew more attention.
Fire we got going on here. It was really muggy and humid. But the good news is that this fire...
Moments after the flames went up, a blood-curdling scream ripped through the darkness, followed by a chilling silence.
You heard a scream? ¿Escuchaste un grito? Sí. También. Oh, sí, yo lo escuché. ¿También? Sí. So we just heard a...
The tension ramped up as new sounds took over. First a strange whistling, then the most unsettling part of all, the faint sound of someone singing a haunting tune from deep in the pitch-black woods.
See, I'm thinking we're gonna have to turn off the light because the fire, because it might be calling people over here. See, there is someone singing right now out in the dark.
The tension kept building. The singing stopped, replaced by the clear sound of footsteps crunching through leaves, slowly getting closer to their camp. Claudio, now clearly on edge, grabbed his bow and arrow, ready in case things turned physical. Then he froze, saying he could see glowing eyes staring at them from the darkness.
And I've seen those eyes before. If you guys see what I think I'm seeing, hold on, I'm gonna use my other camera here. Switching to my psionics. If you see eyes glowing, I've seen that somewhere else. ¿Qué es eso? I just heard something to my left here. Oh, this is creepy. Oh, yo lo tengo.
Desperate to make sense of what was happening, Franco turned on an Ovilus device. The response was immediate and disturbing, with words like judgment and secrets coming through, followed by a chilling phrase, "Children want to speak." Almost right after, they both heard what sounded like children whispering and laughing somewhere close by.
Children want to speak.
There we go. I just heard little kids. See, I just heard it. He said that there's definitely spirits here. I just heard what sound like children.
Many lives were lost.
I bet they were. 100% I am hearing.
After a long, terrifying night, with whatever was out there getting closer and more aggressive, they finally decided to leave around 4 a.m. They made it out, but the experience left them with unsettling questions. Were the sounds coming from the spirits of missing locals, or from something much older and darker that still lives deep in the forest? In April 2022, the channel This Is Life went on a car camping trip near Harrison Hot Springs in British Columbia. The plan was simple: play some basketball, do a bit of fishing, and enjoy a quiet night by the fire under the stars.
To my channel, my name is Matt. If you're new here, this channel is all about car camping adventures across the west coast of British Columbia. Today, we're gonna be car camping. We're gonna play some basketball. We're gonna go have some fun with some friends. We're gonna be cooking up with the jet boil, nice little meal planned up, do a little bit of fishing. I'm gonna catch a 10 to 15 pound trout. Balling is done, and we're gonna be off to Harrison Hot Springs. I'm gonna throw a couple casts into the water, and maybe I'll get lucky, you know, catch that 15 pounder.
Hello.
Sturgeon, good old great sturgeon.
Great sturgeon, 10 center.
Dude, imagine that.
With that little rod, I don't think so.
I think it'd break the line.
Yeet. I got a fish.
What?
I got a fish. Oh, I think he let go, man. Dude, I had a fish. I had a fish.
That feeling,
dude,
that moment when...
What in the world?
After a full day of trying different activities and striking out with fishing, they picked a spot and started setting up camp as evening set in.
Today, but that's okay. There's always next time. The boy's hungry, we're gonna go cook some food. That's how it's done. Firewood confirmed. Now it's time to go to our camping spot. I finally relaxed for the night, enjoy a nice fire, and cook up some good dinner. All right. We have arrived at our spot. We're gonna set up camp.
Then, gunshots suddenly rang out. 4 or 5 rounds fired in quick bursts, over and over. Each round of shots sounded closer than the last, the sharp cracks echoing through the wilderness uncomfortably close.
Guns is a little sketchy. Sketchy. Blasted 4 or 5 every time. It's gone on like 7 or 8 times. We're relatively close. Oof. Oh God. And your doors don't lock?
Well, I like to close my windows.
Okay. I think we're gonna be good. I got an axe with me. Oh. Did you guys hear that? It almost sounds like they're getting closer to us. I'm actually a little worried. I'm a little scared right now. It's really loud. Now I hear really fast driving. Okay, I'm gonna get in my car. That is way too sketchy. Sounds like there's a car that just flew across the bridge, gun in it, with an exhaust of some sort. Whoa, my heart's beating. That's freaky.
The shooting carried on off and on through the night, but eventually exhaustion pushed him to try to get some sleep. By morning, things had calmed down enough for him to pack up and head toward the Fraser River for one last attempt at fishing, leaving behind a night filled with unanswered questions. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.